So I'm just kind of waiting here to, this is how I look when I'm looking for my wife at Walmart. Where did she go? So as soon as I get a signal down there that we're good, are we good? So if you'll stand with me, and we're going to have a procession with the drum. We have some of our local singers, they're very talented, and we want to thank them. And so we're going to have the veterans lead us in, and all the seniors, and then they'll be followed by some of our tribal dancers. So drum, if you would, please. please. We want to offer an invocation this evening, and we've asked Mr. Damian Totis, Ali Kalat, and the Kapun, the Awa Chakota, Chanachi Clouded, Chi Kwasanawat.
Thank you. As we open up this evening, I'd like to say thank you to all that have shown your love and support for our students here that are taking a big step in their life and finished these years of their schooling in hopes that they will continue on in their educations in the near future. So we'll open up this floor this night with one song, 3 verses.
Please remain standing. At this time, we're going to call for the drum for 2 verses of our flag song. Throughout the season, the basketball season, we would honor our veterans with this flag song.
Okay. Sas. Sas. One of
Thank to George St. Dennis Post, 140, carrying an eagle staff, Mr. Fillmore Craig, the American flag, Paul Robitaille, the tribal flag, David Wolf, the Oregon flag, Gary Hillero, and also we have Mr. Dave Williams and Cordell. Awi Kwame Shanami Chawalux, meaning our flag is now risen. Kuki Tutita Namiti Champa. Today it will stand upon our land. Thank you.
Order! Up! Right, please. That's it. Up!
So dancers, go ahead and follow the veterans out if you would please. Let's give Ty Abrahamson, William Abrahamson, Dave Ashley, Darren Barkley, please give some applause. Seniors and guests, you may be seated. Ni flauit de memanaima ku hatwaima in the Shunisha Tautelix ku Shapotimki in the Shunisha Fred Hill. Ni kapamwanya wiyana wishachna imatalam slam mi timani ticham ku kushki chinami haik anipama yukutkusi. Good evening, my name is Fred Hill, and it is very good that you come here to the Umatilla Indian Reservation and also here to Wild Horse, what we know as our moneymaker. Akapam ni pam wia asams paya kuslani akenotis naunikin shapaskulit Nixyaawii iti tamaslama wanichi Nixyaawii Golden Eagles. It's good that you have come, that you arrived here to watch, to see the graduating seniors that we know as the Nixyaawii Golden Eagles. Kuchima Deshwa class of 2016. Kuchi Kat ku patalima panaunikisha putum kunapt anwich shapaskulit. And these young men and these young ladies are finishing 12 years of school. Kun nama subsequent lama ku kutkutlama ku patkotlama ku nami miu Ryan Heinrich. Tishna kotlasha klau imai kupum awit takshia mais shapaskulitas skulislama. So we, as the teachers, the workers, the board members, as well as our principal, we appreciate those of you that have awoken these students up every morning to get to school. Kushkitas na kwaslashet la kemaya kapum at twanashananam kapiti tlama the Nixyaawii Golden Eagles basketball teams. Akuslak khast pataishan tamawalat ki. Kutlaw kapum akenusha image patkutkut ku awant Chimadeshwa Nixyaawii Community School class of 2016. And we also appreciate all the support that you have shown, and those of you that have followed the basketball teams and all their efforts throughout the basketball year, the Nixyaawii boys and girls basketball teams, and they, we know that they won a lot of games. And now you are looking at all your work and efforts. So once again, here is the Nixyaawii Community School class of 2016. At this time, I would like to turn the microphone over to Mr. Principal, Mr. Ryan Heinrich.
I'm going to keep it brief up here. When I was hired 3 years ago, this was referred to as the class. So when I say the class, this was a class that was going to put Nixyaawii on the map. This was the class that was going to win state championships. This was the class that was going to do this. Class was going to have doctors. So I heard a lot about it before I even knew any of these kids, any of these 16 kids that are up here. So it's been a fun 3 years with these guys and girls, and watching them grow from pretty quiet sophomores to, oh, wait a minute. Hey Fred, can you help me get past level 7? Mr. Golke, I need some help. Town Hall level 7's killing me. We almost had to turn the Wi-Fi off at the school. because these kids could not put their phones away. They would text each other. They're probably doing it underneath their gowns right now. But anyway, I told them this would be short, 45 minutes if they kept their phones away. So I'll keep mine away. Anyway, in this class, it's the second biggest class from Nixyaawii Community School. It has the highest combined GPA for all the graduates. This group has a Gates Millennium Scholar in it. It has artists. It has all-state basketball players, dancers, drummers, future doctors, teachers, police officers, cosmetologists, language keepers, social workers, journalists, and pilots. In talking to them over the last 3 years, that was the list that they'd given me, and things have changed in the last 3 years, but from this morning and tonight, that was the list, and above all, leaders. So this class, I look forward, hopefully, to come back in 4 years with a college degree and do some great things in the community. We're going to move on with the rest of the program, and that's going to lead us to Mrs. Green as our first speaker. Mary Green.
Okay, kids say that they're nervous giving speeches. That doesn't end, even as adults or teachers. Okay, Nixyaawii, Inishwanisha, Mary Green, and I'm pleased to be here this evening. What is the American dream? What indeed is an American? Are we referring to the first peoples here, the Native Americans, or are we referring to the early immigrants who came seeking religious freedom or the riches of the so-called New World? Are we talking about later immigrants who sought asylum from the tyranny and Holocaust in their own beloved homeland? Some dreamed of opportunities unavailable to them elsewhere, or the chance to make a decent living, to educate their children, to have a better life. Some were even willing to brave shark-infested waters, wide rivers, high-guarded walls, and possible death to come here. Many of us are immigrants. Many of us carry the genes of our mixed heritage. We are, for better or worse, all Americans. But that doesn't answer the question, what is the American dream? Is the American dream the same for everyone? I recently pondered this question as our students were taking a survey, and it suddenly hit me. Whose dream? As a people, we have had many dreams, but I don't think we can all agree on a specific American dream. As our students stand before you today, I can tell you that there are many dreams residing within them. And although some dreams may be the same, there is still a wide variety. First, how is the American dream defined? Cambridge Dictionary Online defines the American dream as the belief that everyone in the U.S. has the chance to be successful and happy if they work hard. Is the American dream about being successful? If so, let's define success. My first search brought up success as defined as the accomplishment of an aim or purpose, the attainment of popularity or profit, or a person or thing that achieves desired aims or attains prosperity. Success might be measured by one's wealth, belongings, fame, material goods, or degree of respect. One can also be successful by attaining a degree of popularity. however fleeting, or achieving what one sets out to do. First, a person must believe that it can be done and that everyone has the opportunity to achieve their goal. If a person works hard, he or she can be happy. There are many beliefs of what defines success. I've asked students what they want out of life, and their answers have been as varied as these definitions. Some will say they want money and material goods, while others will argue that they want to live comfortably. And there are those who just want to be happy. I think happy is a good thing, don't you? If there's one thing I've learned teaching here, it's how to be happy. Happy doesn't necessarily mean everything is okay. It doesn't necessarily mean I have enough money to pay my bills or put gas in my car. It doesn't mean my life is without pain or sorrow, but I will tell you this: your kids make me happy. Those of you I've gotten to know make me happy. There's a deep well of happy among you. I can even hear happy in the deep-throated laughter and the teasing that I hear when you're working together. Yes, I know there is also historical grief, but there is centuries more of historical pride and an ability to enjoy life that come before, that are in that well to draw from. Is the American dream still alive? Some would say it's a bit hard to come by these days, but I think it depends on that elusive definition. I think the original American dream might have been a bit more attainable, though I'm sure hard work was a necessity. I'm sure earning respect was possible as well as expected. And I assume being able to survive on a daily basis was accomplishing a much sought after goal. Popularity might have been attained by a demonstration of ability or wisdom, and what material goods were needed were possible with effort. I imagine at the end of the day, that early dreamer could have looked up at the sky and smiled, tired but happy. So what's my message here? Each one of these special graduates should have their own personal American dream. It's not okay to not have one. Langston Hughes' poem, Dreams Tell Us To, hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow. Graduates, follow whatever your dream might be and recognize that it might change any number of times. Find what you're passionate about or what makes you satisfied at the end of the day. My dream is not your dream, nor is yours mine. No two dreams are ever completely alike. So dream to be a doctor, or dream to build a house. Dream to protect, or dream to serve, but work towards that dream. Dreams only become a reality through effort, hard work, but make it good, productive work. And don't be afraid to take the road less traveled. For as Robert Frost so fittingly noted, that has made all the difference. I have a sign on my board written by an unknown author that says, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. It's okay to be scared, but don't let that stop you from your dreams. If we live each day in fear, we never really live. Live with no regrets of lost opportunities. Seniors, picture yourselves where you would like to be in the future. If you were to turn the pages in a photo album, what pictures would you want to see there? At the end of the day, at the end of your life, however long or short it may be, what pictures would you want to see posted there? Inevitably, that is where your success will lie. that is where your happiness will be. Before closing, I must express my thoughts about these 2016 graduates. I'd like to make a few comments on this group of young adults, since I have known them all 4 years. First of all, you have no idea what it was like when these students showed up at NCS. I must say we were a bit overwhelmed when they arrived as one of our largest group of incoming freshmen. From the start, they were individuals, but they were also a bit like the running of the bulls that take place in Spain. We as a staff were a bit afraid of being trampled in the onslaught. Remember, this was before the remodel. I have memories of trying to weave my way through the desk to get to any of them, let alone keep the one and only fight I can remember from happening. Thank heavens we enlarged my classroom that next year. And don't even get me started on the Hunger Games. So this swing there too, can't we just watch the movie? They protested. In general, though, I must admit it was more the boys who complained, while the girls just rolled their eyes and did the work assigned, looking at the boys as though they'd like to do them harm. Eventually, the class did get to watch the movie, but this was my first real taste of the 2016 graduating class. Inside, I think we all knew we had a pretty special group of kids here. Despite their arguing more or less non-stop with certain staff members intending to sound like a hum of bees in a hive in the classroom, they were friendly with everybody. Could change seating charts, give up on that completely. As junior year dawned, we teachers began to come out of our trenches. Despite it, blinded by the glimmer of light and hope, we felt that we might survive the 2016 graduating class after all. There were many high points of their high school years, and it was rewarding to see them grow and mature and broaden their horizons. Eventually, senior year arrived with a good share of the original freshman class intact and on track to graduate. I can truly say after that horrendous freshman year that I will truly miss each and every one of the senior class of 2016. I've gotten to know them pretty well over the 4 years, feel like I have special relationships with most of them. From easy bantering, to listening, to sharing, to commiserating, to hearing and applauding their hopes and dreams, I feel honored to have taught and learned from this graduating class. They are indeed a very special group of NCS graduates. Class of 2016, hold fast to your dreams.
Thank you, Mary. Okay, I'd like to take this opportunity at this time to introduce our next keynote speaker, one of our Board of Trustees, Justin Quimps. Welcome, Justin.
Tatskalava, good evening. My name is Justin Quimps. My Totokan name is Wianinkla, means traveler, wanderer. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody for coming here tonight to be a part of this commencement. Second, I'd like to acknowledge the graduates, class of 2016 for Nixyaawii Community School. Let's give them a round of applause. I don't know how I'm supposed to follow up Mary's speech. That was great. You know, Mary, you're one of my favorite people in the world, and I just want to tell you that you make me happy for teaching these kids how to be dreamers. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You've been there from day one, and you're this amazing person that I truly look up to. And I'm so glad to be a commensurate. You know, Mary talked about dreaming, and I'm a proponent of thoughts manifesting into reality. As a great spiritual leader once said, Buddha, he said, we become what we think. So in regards to those thoughts manifesting into reality, by Mary teaching these children how to be, or young adults might I say, how to dream, they're in fact creating those positive realities that Mary so happens to be teaching. So we're going to have doctors, lawyers, maybe a professional athlete amongst these kids, and that's simply amazing. As Fred mentioned, I'm a Board of Trustees member for our tribe. I'm also the chairman of the Education and Training Committee. I sit on the Head Start Policy Council as a BOT liaison, but I'm also a part of the Nixyaawii Community School Board. I also sit on a state commission down in Salem, the Legislative Commission on Indian Services, and I also am a part of the Native American Advisory Council to the President of the University of Oregon. I actually am lucky enough to sit on that council with one of our chiefs and chairman, Mr. Gary Berg. Over the last 2.5 years, I've come to know this man very, very well. He's one of my favorite people in the world, and I have the utmost respect for him. And thinking about the things that I was going to say tonight and the things I was going to talk about, I struggled a little bit. I actually had a little bit of fear, and a lot of you that know me know that I promote a no-fear attitude in everyday life. But how can I not have fear when the number one fear humans have is speaking in front of an audience, right? Number two fear, spiders. So hopefully a big spider doesn't come walking through that door here anytime soon. So in regards coming back to that council with that I sit on with Mr. Burke, they actually have a flyer that promotes an initiative to get Native students to come to University of Oregon. And they actually provide in-state tuitions for those tribes that have ties to Oregon. So on that flyer, there's a quote from Mr. Burke, and I just like to share that because I thought that this quote basically exemplified tonight. Chairman Burke says, our Indian students are like the salmon. The salmon originate in our homelands, they migrate to the ocean, and after time, they return. The salmon help us, they feed us, they make us healthy and strong in mind, body, and spirit. When our Indian students go to college, like the salmon, they leave us for a while. They grow and mature, then, after a while, they return to help us. Those words are so powerful in the fact that it not only shows and exemplifies native indigenous knowledge, but more importantly, C2R knowledge. As Gary provided this quote, it's a direct link and connection to the past, to our ancestors. When the treaty signers were signing the Peace Treaty of 1855, they were thinking of you kids. And how amazing to sit here and look at these beautiful individuals and the accomplishments they've achieved. And tonight we get to celebrate that. So one more time, give it up for these kids. Coming back to my Totokan name, Waninkla. I was 6 months old when I received that name. As many of you knew, my grandmother, little grandma, Lucy Mindorn, she was sick, and she didn't think she was going to make it much longer. So she got me and my cousin Arthur Banpelt together, and they said, we're going to give these two boys Indian names before I don't make it. Well, she ended up living, I think, 15 more years. So, but anyways, growing up, I wondered, how did she know? Did she know? Because in fact, as many of you know, I went on to play college ball and a little professional baseball, and in those endeavors, I traveled to 40 different states. I've seen some of the most beautiful places this country has. I've seen and met some amazing and beautiful people. But guess what? I can honestly just sit here and tell you, there's no more beautiful people than the people that are sitting in this room. The people that represent Nixyaawii. This homeland that these kids come from, Nixyaawii, is the most beautiful place I've ever seen in my life. But in my journey, it took me to leave to become aware. And I think college and the next stage of these individuals' lives reveal that awareness. And the advice that I want to give these kids and these individuals tonight is don't wait 8 years. Become aware tonight. Become aware now. become aware of how special tonight really is. Become aware of how special the place that you call home truly is. And more importantly, look in the mirror tonight and understand how truly special you are. Another thing that I want to relay to the crowd though is how special you individuals are. Growing up, I always thought I was special because of the name on my back. Come to realize I'm special because my people are special. I just want to thank everybody once again for coming out and being a part of this commensurate. I want to thank everybody for giving me the opportunity to speak tonight. I don't think I'm going to have some life-changing words, but I will add a second piece of advice. Remember Mary's speech for the rest of your life, guys. Remember her speech, because I sure will. So tonight, when we're done with this commensurate, reflect a little bit. Understand that the next stage of your life is going to envelop and become what you think. So appreciate the opportunity. Have a great rest of the day, great rest of the night. Love each and every one of you. And once again, give it up for these guys.
All right, thank you, Justin. And now I would like to present, call up to the podium our valedictorian, Alyssa Farrow.
Welcome, Nick Patroy Inish Manessa Ishmu Lamak, Shire Putimki, Alyssa Farrow. Inish wa Putim ku Oinapt and Wait in me Isla Kututa Pawa, Elena Nanaga School Yakatawatoy. Schoolishash, Nixyaawii Community School Club ku Tawyashash, Umatilla Indian Reservation. My name is Little Black Bear in the Cayuse language. My English name is Alyssa Farrow. I am 17 years old. My parents are Elena Nanagas and Bear Farrow. I attended Nixyaawii Community School on the Umatilla Indian Reservation, and I stand before you here today as a class of 2016 valedictorian. Welcome, Klauchma, Naimuku Chatwaima, Kwaslapam, Wiana Wichna, School at Nikitpa, 2016 Mami Yai. Nami Lakaina, Kwasanau at Nashao, Pama Washtaimasha, Naima Miuchma. Ichna, Timani Jampama, Kayu, Zimatalam, Ku Walulapam, Kushki Nami Kuslama, Ku Nami Nixyaawii Mamiyai, Timi Uslama, Klauk, Nimamu Katauma, Kushki Nami Sapashtatawachma. I'd like to welcome everyone to the graduation commencement for the class of 2016. On behalf of the class, we would like to welcome and thank the Confederate Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservations, chiefs of the Cayuse, Umatilla, and Walla Walla, and also the Board of Trustees, Nixyaawii Community School Board, Wild Horse Resort and Casino, parents, special guests, and the class of 2016 parent team. To begin, I'd like to share a quote that best suits today's purpose. The battle for Indian children will be won in the classroom, not on the streets or on horses. The students of today are the warriors of tomorrow. The world is constantly changing. One of the strengths of Indian people has been our adaptability. In today's world, education is what we need to survive. We need doctors, lawyers, teachers, and scientists. We can become these things and still live in an Indian cultural way. We need to live in the two worlds, the educated world and the Indian cultural world. Education will help protect our land, our people's health, and provide knowledge for our people. We must teach reading, writing, and arithmetic, and we also must teach our language, the culture, the ceremony, and the tradition of our people. Womamantillar. 4 years ago, we stepped into Nixyaawii High School, hopeful and eager to become young adults. We compared our class schedules, and we opened our lockers for the first time, and we also met new faces. We tried to be the best students that we could be. 4 years ago, we couldn't wait to be older. 3 years ago, we entered through the doors of Nixyaawii once again, but with a more confident demeanor. We were no longer the bottom of the food chain. Friendships were broadened, and we talked about our hopes and dreams, and we made connections with the community. 3 years ago, we couldn't wait to be older. 2 years ago, we were finally upperclassmen. The pressure of figuring out where we wanted to go after high school and ACT and SAT preparation began. Most of us turned 16 and got our licenses, and by most of us, I mean everyone but me. We made school history with the very first volleyball team, and the boys basketball team got second at state. We showcased dancing and singing performances, took the softball state championship in co-op with Pilot Rock, traveled to Alaska to present human language, and created phenomenal artwork. 2 years ago, we still couldn't wait to be older. 1 year ago, we experienced our final first day of school. We went through serious senioritis, which was extremely difficult this past fall, winter, and spring. We experienced our last everything, our last season in sports, our last school dances, our last birthday at home. We started applying for colleges and scholarships, which we got accepted and we got rejected. We finally found out where we wanted to belong, and we started the process of searching for who we really are. Looking back on this year, we've accomplished many objectives in and outside the classroom. Like when both boys and girls basketball teams took third at state, a student's print sold to an MLB player, 4 students of this class graduated in March and started internships within the Tribe and Yellowhawk Tribal Health Center or an outside business. In the past 4 years, we have triumphed and we have struggled. We connected with students, teachers, mentors, and the community in a way we will never forget. To Mr. Heinrich, Mr. Ward, Golke, Mrs. Kennedy, Michelle, Carrie, and our day one Mary, we thank you for the time and dedication to helping us make it onto the stage today. We also apologize for those very, very uncommon days that we may have misbehaved in the classroom. Today, we sit here being recognized as the class of 2016 for the last time. Today, we almost wish we were younger. Every moment that we let slip away to those that we shouldn't have chosen to hold on to will forever be embedded into us. In 1 year, we will return as different people. Some of us will have experienced dorm life, campus food, new friends, and new places. Some of us will choose to go straight into the workforce, which will help us in the training and experience we will need in the future. We will remember the past and look fondly at the memories high school gave us. 4 years has brought us friendships, laughter and tears, bad grades, and stressful tests. We will realize that we're forever young, and we are a unique class that has bonded into the NCS family. And with that, thank you.
Thank you. It's time I'd like to introduce our salutatorian, Tiara Oatman.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Tiara Oatman. I am a proud member of the Confederate Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation, the daughter of Rachel Ellenwood, and the big sister to Eva, Wilbur, and Emily Ann. As a Nixyaawii Community School salutatorian and the student body president of the 2015-2016 school year, I would like to welcome the Tribal Council, Board of Trustees, school board members, special guests, teachers, parents, and the Nixyaawii class of 2016. I would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. I am honored and excited to be here before you. The class of 2016 stands before you proudly representing the second largest graduating class of NCS. This is just the beginning, and we are honored to have helped by paving the way for the next generation of NCS graduates. From day one, I think we all have envisioned this day, not thinking it would be here so soon. We all walked into Nixyaawii together, and now we are all walking out together. It's been my honor It's been my honor to travel and experience these 4 years with you. Looking back and reflecting to the times we've had with each other, the good and the bad. From hearing Mary yelling for the first time as freshmen, now as she helped us to transition into the role models for the underclassmen. To being here today, together on the stage getting our diplomas. During the time at NCS, we each had our own individual amazing and wonderful experiences. Many people in programs such as the Fresh Adults Institute of Arts and Neely, in my case, have greatly impacted our successes. To Mary Green, thank you for helping each and every one of us in some way to reach our goals. Thank you for grading papers, writing recommendations, staying after school to help us get caught up. You have been there since day one for us. And on behalf of the class of 2016, we would like to thank you. As I close to the underclassmates, no matter how tough things may seem, it always gets better. Keep up the great work. And before you know it, you too will be graduating. A special thank you to those individuals that advocated and fought long and hard to help make NCS become a reality, and for those that support funding a new school, the Nixyaawii community, and the Booster Club. I would like to thank you for your continuous support during our sports, fundraisers, and your words of encouragement. You are part of the reason we are here on the stage today. In a couple of minutes, my classmates and I will take much pride in walking across the stage and transitioning into the next part of our journey, next part of our life journeys, and proudly become a part of the Nixyaawii Community School family. We transition with great honor and excitement as we represent our school, community, and our generations of family. To my fellow classmates at class of 2016, it has been a great 4 years with each of you. I hope you all attain your goals and have fun, and most importantly, be safe doing so. And to end this speech, quoting Steve Jobs. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, girls. That was great. Alyssa, do you have your license yet? You do? Okay. We're on police out here, so I was checking. All right, so we've got some special people here to hand out scholarships tonight, so I would like to welcome from Crow Shadow, Carl Davis.
Thank you very much. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to the graduates of class of 2016. Thank you to the parents and family and friends and the staff of Nixyaawii Community School for having me here tonight. I am the Executive Director at Crow Shadow Institute of the Arts. If you don't know, we are a small nonprofit arts center here, located here on the reservation next to St. Andrew's Catholic Mission. We have been very honored and lucky enough to host a continuing program in collaboration with Nixyaawii Community School, bringing students to learn printmaking in our studio, working with our master printer, Frank Jansen, if you want to stand up. This is the second year that we have run this program, and each year it gets better and better. So on behalf of Crow Shadow staff and the Board of Directors, I am honored to present these scholarships, supported in part by the Dale Chihuly Scholarship Fund, to 2 outstanding graduated seniors. We are very proud of the art they created at Crow Shadow. We're very proud of the hard work that they have shown in their education and the determination to continue their studies. Please join me in congratulating Shandine Horton, and don't worry, I won't make you talk. Congratulations, Tiana Open.
Thank you, Carl. Next up from Mid-Columbia Bus is Hal Arbogast.
Yeah, it was appropriate that our bus driver, Nixyaawii bus driver, would come and present this scholarship to the students. About 8 of these kids have been on my bus. Tiana has never been, but she's the recipient of this scholarship.
Chamber of Commerce.
Hey, Randy. Good evening. I'll be brief. I am part of the Nixyaawii Chamber of Commerce. I'm one of the board members. I've been on the board for about a year. And we started talking earlier this year about, well, actually I think it was talking about before I was on the board, of creating a scholarship for a student, and also later we'll be developing a scholarship that goes to a business owner that's trying to get their business started. But for tonight we're going to be announcing one scholarship that was given to a student that is a cultural ambassador, a language teacher, an honor student. She is the president of the school council. Is it school council? And so anyway, I will bring her up. It's Miss Tiana, and she'll be receiving the scholarship.
Thank you, Randy. And from PBC Coffee, we have Dan Winter.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here tonight. Congratulations to all the graduates. On behalf of PBC Coffee, we have a pair of scholarships to hand out tonight. Desiree Matter. and Lennox Lewis.
Thank you, Dan. Okay, before we get started with the diplomas, in your program, and those of you that grab a program, this class as a whole is up over $560,000 and counting in scholarship money. So that's a pretty good feat. So at this time, we're going to hand out the diplomas, and we'll get going with the kids. This is what they all been waiting for. So first up. He wanted me to say starting at guard 6'3", but he's only 6'1". Ira Ashley. Cicely Rose Butler, Northwest Indian College. This graduate plans to attend Lane Community College for Business Management, and that's Freddie Campos. They rehearse these in the room over here, so it's going to get better as we go. Plans to attend BMCC, Angel Corona. This graduate plans to attend Stanford University and major in pre-med, and that's Alyssa Farrow. Go Beavers. Brianna Shundeen Horton Moreno. She might have been the one finishing a test down at the school earlier. This graduate plans to attend BMCC and only missed one day of school and 4 years of high school, and that was for sporting events. And that is Desiree Jim. Back to the big man in the back row, Damon Kipp. one of the CUJ's interns for graduating early, and that's Lennox Lewis Picard. With plans to attend U of O and major in mechanical engineering, Hunter Milton. The next graduate plans to attend or enroll in the National Guard and study aviation, and that's Jace Michael. The next graduate's a definition of perseverance. I've never seen anybody work so hard to get to this day, and that's Enid Miller. Next up, University of Idaho, Early Childhood and Education, salutatorian, Tiana Oatman. Abigail Ward. And the last of the 16, but definitely not least, plans to attend Walla Walla Community College, Shanae Williams. All right, before we venture into the reception area, I have some thanks, and all the kids that came up here also thank the same people. So thanks again to the parents and the family, the community of Nixyaawii, the parent team for planning all this, Elena, it's over. Wild Horse Resort for the building and the food and drinks you're about to enjoy. The Board of Trustees, the Color Guard, our drummers and dancers, and Mr. Hill for being the MC. Before we part and the kids exit, I'd like to wish all of you, all 16 of you, the best of luck in whatever it is you do, and come back and make the community proud. And I wish you guys the best. The class of 2016.
Thank you. So Devin, come on in, please. Follow the, we'll do one verse of the flag song, and then we'll go ahead and have the dancers lead all, or the veterans will lead them out, our graduating seniors. So drum, if you would please give us that one verse and then a song to bring our graduating seniors out.